Do Idaho locals actually want you moving here? You've probably heard this before. Idaho doesn't want you. And depending on where you look, that can feel very real. You'll see comments online, you'll hear stories, and for a lot of people thinking about moving here, it creates this hesitation in the back of their mind, like, am I actually going to be welcome? But here's the truth, most people don't explain clearly. The pushback isn't exactly what you think it is. And if you understand it the right way, it actually makes your transition here a lot smoother, not harder. Because what's really going on has a lot less to do with you and a lot more to do with how quickly things have changed here over the past few years. Idaho, especially the Treasure Valley, went through a period of really rapid growth. Home prices went up fast, traffic increased, areas that used to feel quiet and spread out started to feel more developed almost overnight. And for people who have lived here for a long time, that shift didn't happen gradually, it felt fast. Like one day things felt familiar and the next day everything was completely different. So naturally, there's been some resistance to that change. And this is the part that really matters to understand. It's not usually about you, it's about change, it's about identity. And it's about people wanting to protect what they've always loved about living here. Because for a lot of Idahoans, this isn't just where they live, it's how they live. It's the slower pace, it's space, it's the feeling that life isn't rushed. So when that starts to shift, even a little bit, people notice. And if you've ever moved somewhere new yourself and felt like an outsider at first, you already understand this dynamic. It's not always about rejection. Sometimes it's just about people needing to adjust and time to do that. If you're thinking about moving here, the people who have the best experience in Idaho tend to approach it a little differently. They don't come in trying to recreate where they came from. They don't expect everything to feel the same right away. Instead, they take a step back and try to understand what makes this place different. They pay attention. They get a feel for the community. They give themselves time to adjust instead of trying to immediately change everything around them. And that shift in your mindset makes a huge difference, because when you approach it that way, you don't feel like you're pushing against the culture. You start to feel like you're becoming part of it. And despite what you might hear online, people are still moving here every single day. They're building lives, they're finding their rhythm, they're becoming part of the community in Idaho. So clearly, it's not about being unwelcome. It's about how you show up. The key is alignment, not resistance. And what I mean by that is when your expectations match what Idaho actually is, things tend to fall into place a lot more naturally. Now, I'm really curious about this. What have you heard about moving here? What have you heard about Idaho so far? Has it been mostly positive or has it felt a little mixed? Because depending on what you're hearing, your expectations coming into this can be completely different. And expectations are everything when it comes to a move like this. Because the people who end up loving it here usually have a few things in common. They value space, not just bigger homes or bigger lots, but space in their day-to-day life. They appreciate a slower pace. Not everything needs to feel urgent or rushed, and they respect the local culture. Not in a forced way, but in a way where they're open to something different than what they're used to. If those things already resonate with you, there's a really good chance that Idaho is going to feel like a great fit for you. But if you're expecting it to feel exactly where you're coming from, or you want it to be exactly where you're coming from in a different location, that's where you're going to run into friction, because Idaho isn't trying to be somewhere else. And that's what actually makes it special. It's not about keeping people out. It's about preserving the things that make people want to be here in the first place. The lifestyle, the pace, the sense of community. And when you understand that going in, it changes how you experience the entire move. You're not questioning everything. You're not feeling like you made the wrong decision. You're just adjusting the same way anyone would when they step into something new. And over time, that adjustment turns into comfort, then familiarity, then it starts to feel like home. So if you're considering a move to Idaho, I wouldn't focus too much on the noise online. Instead, focus on whether the lifestyle here actually aligns with what you want. Because if it does, then you're probably going to do really well here. And if you're still trying to figure that out, make sure you're subscribed to my channel and reach out with any questions you might have. Because everything I share here is meant to help you think through the decision clearly so that you can move forward feeling confident instead of uncertain.